Lords of the Fallen is a challenging Souls-like game from developer Hexworks and published by CI Games. Here at Prima Games, we're working hard to provide you with guides for everything you need to be successful in Lords of the Fallen. After defeating the Kinranger Guardian Folard boss and proceeding deep into the frozen hell that is the Fief of the Chill Curse area, you'll come across your next major boss fight. Sitting atop the big stone wall running through the region is a vestige conveniently located right at the entrance to the next encounter. If you've already taken a crack at battling the Hollow Crow boss, you can now pick up a companion to bring in with you for the battle. Kukujin, who'll be closest to the entrance, is a great choice if you have her unlocked. Otherwise, Pieta is a trusty classic to fall back on. Upon entering the boss area, you'll spot Big Bird sitting in his nest at the back of the arena. While he may be the true Hollow Crow, he'll be quite the chicken in this fight. He'll simply sit back in his nest and throw out a variety of frost spells just to make things annoying for you. You'll actually be fighting his giggly little ghost friend for the majority of the battle. When outside the Umbral, she'll only appear as a glowing wisp floating around the area. She'll summon a bunch of enemies at the start of the fight, including a couple of hounds. To deal damage to the ghost, you'll need to use your Umbral lamp to pull her into your realm. But it won't work until you've fought a couple of the extra enemies first, so focus on the hounds as they're the most likely to interrupt you. Keep an eye out for the Hollow Crow casting out frost spells around the arena. There will be ice spikes bursting out of the ground, and if they catch you, you'll take some damage and start building up your frost meter. Once you've taken out some enemies, get in nice and close to the ghost, target her with your Umbral Lantern, and drag her into your realm to deal as much damage to her as possible. You'll notice that striking the ghost will deal a bunch of withered damage to the Hollow Crow's health bar. You'll need to take down some more enemies and catch the ghost again to finish the job. Doing so will see her let out a burst of frost across the arena, and the Hollow Crow will finally eat that damage you were dishing out. Now he'll be pissed off and you'll have to complete the Olympics of running around and dodging his frost spells. He will fire off frost breath that generates ice spikes around the arena, as well as a sweeping icicle missile barrage. Do your best to avoid as much as possible. Eventually he'll summon his ghost friend back and you'll be good to start round 2. The goal here will be the same. Clear out some enemies and then get in close to pull the ghost into your realm and damage her. In this phase, she'll summon the Ice Witch enemies instead of hounds, and they'll try to pepper you with their own little ice missiles. You should focus on taking them out as they are quite annoying to have around. Once you've killed a few enemies, use the lantern to grab the ghost for another round of damage. You'll need to repeat this process again to complete the phase. Just watch out for the frost spells as the Hollow Crow ramps up his output. After solidifying the damage dealt, you'll once again have a phase of running around like a madman, trying not to be turned into a human popsicle as the Hollow Crow throws out the works. After he's done, back comes the ghost and phase 3 kicks off. This time the ghost will bring in some mini Kinranger enemies who are no joke and will be swinging around their axes and letting off frost blasts. Get in close and take them down to free yourself up to go after the ghost again. If you're in your Umbral form, it'll be easier to take down the ghost now. You won't need to use your lamp, just simply run up and hit her. Once you got her down, the Hollow Crow will let off one last volley of ice spells before collapsing. Run over and hit him to do a finisher and complete the fight. You'll receive 2 Unripe Berries, 8 Umbral Scurrying, and if you use Kukujin, an invoice for her services. That's how you go about defeating the Hollow Crow boss in Lords of the Fallen. Make sure to subscribe to Prima Games for our continued coverage on Lords of the Fallen. And if you have your own strategies for beating the bosses, let us know in the comments.